I'm Bobby.
And I'm Nathan.
And this
could be a podcast.
And I don't know how other metropolises work, but like New York has a great app system actually for their subway. I mean, that's something where, and I'm a Apple Maps guy through and through.
Apple Maps is complete garbage.
I love how garbage it is. Okay, because I don't do directions. I don't like give me the directions to this place. I just use it. I'm like, okay, I need to get here.
I want to know.
I want to go.
I want to go on some kind of weird.
I'm
trip.
going to make my own path. I do not do the directions and listen to like how it tells me to go.
Oh yeah.
And it got me in trouble this weekend, but
but
that was me because I did it, and that's because Madison's all screwed up and everything like that. But
Apple Maps is absolute garbage. I don't know. Like,
no.
I had this problem. Like my nephew, this weekend, literally was like, yeah, had me go down this weird gravel road. It's like, there's no reason for you to go down a gravel road to get to this location.
But his mistake was though he hit directions. Like he did not look at the map. I'm like, I read the map. I don't listen to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
I pull up the directions and then I sit there and say, okay, I look at it. I won't start directions because I'm not going to listen to you.
That.
I'm not going to let you listen to you chirp in my ear. If it gets complicated, like I'm in a heavy metro area and I'm making jumping from 3 different highways. Yeah, I'm going to need your help. When it tells me you need to be in the left lane for this. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Or honestly, I'm using Waze, another Google product. At that point, just because it helps with,
I love the idea of Waze.
I love the idea of Waze. I never use it unless I'm in Chicago or some other heavy metro area, because otherwise it's just pointless. I'm just using Google Maps.
It was great when we were on the road, especially when we were traveling with illegal substances and everything like that, to know where a cop was positioned and everything like that. Yeah. That was great. So the idea, I mean, I remember we were one of those responders or reporters, I guess. I don't know what they call people that
say, oh, hey, there's a cop here.
Yeah. Or there's an accident here or something like that. But the idea worked, but I hate the voice navigation stuff. I cannot stand it. But also, again, going back to me liking, really enjoying getting the lay of the land when I'm at a place. Yeah. I like knowing where, these are my next 2, 3, 4 turns that I got to take, and these are the roads I got to be looking out for. All right. And that really helps, again, get the lay of the land, navigate yourself and everything.
How much are you shouting at your wife during these?
Oh, occasions? No, we're beyond that in our relationship. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's no more navigating. Because some of our biggest fights have been.
Is she totally clocked out? You're driving, I'm clocked out.
Neithan, I don't think you appreciate how much time my wife and I have spent in a car touring and everything.
Yeah, I know.
So there have been multiple near,
You did not take that turn. Why did you not take that turn?
Or the navigational, take a left. You should have just taken that left. It was right there. You should have taken that. That kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's on both sides. I'll overreact, and then also there's negligence and which way to go. Technology, I'll apologize for technology at this point because it's, she's reading the technology wrong. It's coming up. Is it this turn or maybe is it this next turn? I've never been here before. Yeah. So no, her navigating is something we just avoid. It avoids a fight. That's all it does. So
you're solo. You're flying solo. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. But I also don't like looking at my phone when I'm driving. So it's just
really going by feel. What's going on here? So you're not listening to turn by turn. Yeah. You're not looking at your phone.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
You're driving by sense of smell. Is that what's going on here?
Exactly. I am following my heart's path. My beacon and myself.
It pisses me off. I got to turn off my audiobook or my podcast or whatever. But that's if it gets heavy, then I'll turn off my turn.
No, but that's why.
And if it gets real bad, then I'll plug it into the car and have it running over the car speakers while my wife's looking at the map and going.
Is your wife a good navigator?
She's capable. But I generally don't try to put that upon her just because she's in charge of everything else in the car.
You have 5 of the kids,
including kids
Yeah.
and or like her well-being. So it's like,
there's 6 humans.
you're in charge of 6 humans. I'm just gonna manage this conveyance. Don't mind me.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We've had a lot of unnecessary fights for sure, but fights like over navigating, and it's operator error on both sides. It's me getting mad when it's frustrated of, just something going wrong.
You're just frustrated.
Yeah, just frustrated in general. And that happens a lot in just a road trip. But
I just let that shit slide off.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Now you just don't, go for it, basically. Don't ask for it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I like knowing, like, if I can figure out 4 or 5 turns that I need to make or the streets that I need to be on and what I'm going to look out for, I get the lay of the land. I know what I'm looking for. I can go back there. I can remember it at a different time.
Yeah.
Because you're taking the extra time instead of just listening to a voice. And I do think I had a buddy who he was just really good with highway systems. I remember we were driving.
He understood odd even, north, south, east, west.
Yeah, I mean, across the country though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we were coming back from a show, and we got lost. He was passed out in the back, just sleeping, everything like that. And we had to just pull over because we were just fucking lost. And this is before iPhones or anything like that. Like we didn't have a fucking map. Like that was the world where we.
That's a problem.
We needed to
Did you even have like the giant atlas?
No.
You didn't even have You need a giant atlas.
Yeah, we had none of that. And we had like Nokia phones that could play Snake on them.
God, I love that.
And that's about it.
Brick of a phone. I love that phone.
It was a great phone, but it did not tell you where you were going. And we were like, we have no idea. And if we keep driving, we could just drive, we can drive even farther off into nowhere. And he woke up from a stupor and still in a stupor.
Just get on the 405.
He just looked, he in front, he saw the highway. He's like, you're going to want to get onto, yada, yada, yada. I forget even what the fucking highway was. And we're like, okay. And so we found that and we got on it and we got our bearings and everything like that. But I don't understand the highway system. I don't understand why it's named the way that it is.
Oh, you're not familiar?
No.
No. Roads that run north and south, they have odd numbers.
Highway systems?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both federal and interstate highways. So like the federal highways and interstate federal highways, right? They have a north and south of odd numbers, and east and west have even numbers. And starting with a low number in the north and a high number in the south.
Okay.
And then a low number on the east and a high number on the west.
Yeah, none of that's ever taught to you in driver's ed, by the way.
Maybe it's just me and like my, the Interstate 80 and 35 just running through the middle of Iowa that I'm familiar with. And then there's crazy things where they have like extra number things, like 235.
It's not a well-designed system. You're oversimplifying that. It's like it's this wonderfully,
it's not
beautiful, like laid out system where
it's more laid out than you think.
I've gone east on a west highway more times than I can count.
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
Like it's not perfectly laid out,
and
nor should I expect it to be.
Yeah,
but
like how 235 in Des Moines runs through the center of Des Moines, as compared to the outring of Des Moines, which is 80-35, like merged together. It's kind of goofy. And then there's 380.
Then you get places like Madison, Wisconsin, where it's just a gym.
We got 151 and 70. That's
But when you're further getting away from people understanding like where they're going and why they're going that direction, and like in remembering it, because I really do think that the navigation system is just creating little drones. That's all it is. It's creating like turn here, turn here, turn here. There's a great joke in Parks and Rec where Tom Haverford's Aziz Ansari's character has to give up his phone, but he doesn't know how to get back home from work because he's not used to his phone.
I remember my brother, like at one point when I was driving, like My brother is. That brother is what? He's 11 years older than I am, and we're driving. We're going from point A to point B. I'm like, I don't know how to get there. And he's like, you've been to this place literally 50 times in your life. You should know how to get here. You don't because you're not paying attention.
And that's
and it's
a lot of people.
Okay, you're probably right. And I yell at my kids about it. It's like, where are we going? Well, we're going to this. Same thing with my nephews. We're going to literally his grandparents' place, which he's been to 1,000 times, and he's using navigation. Right. And Apple Maps is taking you some weird gravel backcountry road. Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Don't do that. You should be able to go here. But that's, I don't know.
But that's built into the ease and convenience of just saying where you want to go, and then following directions basically to get there.
Sure.
Versus understanding. It comes down to that whole thing of, I guess, knowing how something's made versus just consuming it.
Right.
Right. That extra step where you're learning versus just doing. Because, have you ever been in a situation where you need to get somewhere and you have no resources in order to get there?
Yeah.
Like you're flying solo.
Speaking of Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So this was 2006. Three best man bachelor party.
Oh yeah.
That
the Josh Gad movie.
The Josh Gad movie that I helped organize. And we were in Madison. We were camping in Madison, Wisconsin. And we were just going to go up to like State Street. The whole plan of that trip was to camp everywhere because I was, 22, had a kid, married, and absolutely poor as all get out. We're going to go camping, guys.
So when you go on vacation, it's camping.
We're going to go camping.
We're going to be homeless for a weekend.
And it's going to cost us $10 to go to this campsite because that's what's cheap. Anyhow, so one of the guys is like, you know what? Hey, new X-Men movie came out. And I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I have been to the previous two X-Men movies in the theaters, and I would, on opening weekend. No, not opening weekend. So, yeah, let's just go. Yeah, we'll go. Where's the theater? I think there's one up by the mall. Where's the mall? I don't know exactly. We'll just drive up that way, and I think we'll figure it out. And we did not figure it out at all. No. It was bad. Like I stopped and I pulled up.
Well, that's not your fault in Madison, by the way.
I stopped. I had pull over, went into a phone booth, phone book. Be like, okay, there it is. Okay, where's? I think this is on the northwest side of town. I think. Okay. Yeah. Let's just drive up that way. And then that's what we did. Literally. Eventually we found it, and eventually watched X-Men: The Last Stand, and it wasn't good. And we were drunk, and my one buddy's like, you and the other guy, you literally talked in every single scene of that movie. I'm like,
that sounds like you.
Well, that's not on me. That's on X-Men: The Last Stand. I had high hopes after X2, so.
No, it's fun to I think it's a fun thing to go, just try to find where you want to go. Explore, because depending on where you're at, because there's certain places where you can end up in a bad part of town for sure. But I
love that.
But I remember, the pre-iPhone days, the pre-navigation days. I just think about the road trips that I took and just the MapQuest directions that I printed out beforehand just to get to the place.
Yeah.
And I held on to them. I had them, and they worked.
Yes.
And we just. Yeah. And the situations that I could have ended up in, that's
laughable. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
There was one time I remember it was my senior year of high school, and we went to an all-day music festival, Metallica's festival. I forget what they fucking call it.
Can we be done with this story?
No,
I'm joking about Metallica.
No,
I'm joking. Anyway,
this is great. This is really fun. It was fun for me. It may not be fun for you or the listeners.
I'm joking about Metallica. I don't know about Metallica.
Well, it's kind of a large story to unpack as well. Have I told you this at all?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I know we don't.
Was there a guy with a claw at one point?
Not that I saw, But
okay, I don't. Who am I thinking?
For my senior graduation gift, my aunt gave me tickets to Summer Sanitarium is what it was called. It was a 5 or 6 band music festival.
Where was that at?
It was in Cicero, Illinois.
Gorgeous.
It was at a racetrack. Okay.
Yeah.
So, it was Metallica's festival. They were headlining it. It was probably 2003. Yeah, it was 2003. And it was one of those things where, like, I got tickets and I was like, okay, we'll just drive in. I can drive a car. I'm 18 years old, or like I can drive.
I'm an adult.
My parents were like, you're not driving into Chicago. No, you're not. So we'll drive you in. You can drive to the show and then you can drive back to Chicago, but you're not, doing this. So they dropped us off with a vehicle at the beginning of the day, and we get there and we go through the entire day. And it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Because are you familiar with Mancow, the shock?
Mancow Muller, the shock jock from Chicago? Yes.
Yeah, so he and Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit were not on good terms. And
a lot of people aren't.
Yeah. And,
FYI.
And I don't side with Mancow a lot on all these situations, but on this situation, we sided with Mancow. So it was one of those situations where, what was the opening band was Mudvayne.
Classic.
And then it went into the Deftones, into
Classic.
Linkin Park, into Limp Bizkit, and then Metallica. Okay, so here's the beauty of the show. We were really only there to see. We want to see the Deftones, and we want to see Metallica. That was it. And in Mudvayne, we were watching. All right, Dig is a solid song. So, and they're from Illinois.
Dig.
Yeah,
they're from Illinois.
Yeah, they are. So, but every band did the same thing when they come out. They'd be like, "Hey, you guys ready to see, Deftones?" And everyone goes crazy. "You guys ready to see Linkin Park?" Yeah. And like, these are the bands doing this. Every fucking band would do this.
Band.
And when it came to Limp Bizkit, it was, "Are you guys ready to see Limp Bizkit?" 100,000 people. Boo. Boo. And it's just boos throughout. And so they were selling these lemonades. All right. They were selling lemonades with a half of a lemon in it. Okay. I shit you not. So we're sitting there, the day's going on, and every band would do it. Deftones came out, did the same thing. When it got to Limp Bizkit, just giant boos. Linkin Park, same thing. And so the entire time we were just slowly moving up, forward, closer and closer to the stage. And when it got to Limp Bizkit, we were gonna sit through Limp Bizkit, and we were like 4 rows back, like 4 people back from the show, like from the stage. And we're like, okay, we're going to sit through Limp Bizkit, but we're going to be really, really close. We had a buddy system. We had a buddy system to go to the bathroom and everything like that.
Oh, wow.
Making friends. When you get that close to, you make friends with everybody. You're like, okay, we're all here. We've been entrenched. Yeah. We're not just like coming up at the last minute. Yeah. So
not bum rushing. Yeah.
Exactly. So Limp Bizkit comes out, and again, the boos have just been boiling up all fucly day long.
This is at the peak of like rolling.
Yeah, they were like they were the second headliner basically. They should have, I don't know, like they were very big. It just started raining shit onto the stage. Like everyone was just throwing things, and they came out and they were like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!" Blah 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 blah, and they started
playing break stuff.
Oh, they tried to do things. Everyone was throwing those half lemons that they got. Just throwing them onto the stage, and no one was hitting them. That was the thing. And so my buddy, horrible thrower, like he throws like a girl in all aspects.
And oddly enough, huge Limp Bizkit fan.
Not a huge Limp Bizkit fan, but he was the first one to hit Fred Durst with a lemon.
Oh,
and
no!
He threw it like a girl, and it just landed, and we're like, "Oh my god, you fucking hit it!" And again, he was being a dick the entire time, and he is.
Fred Durst, you mean?
He was from the moment he got on the stage. So this one kid next to us as well threw both of his shoes, because at one point, Fred Durst.
That's commitment.
At one point, Fred Durst challenged anyone in the audience to come up on stage and fight him. All right. He's like, "All right, you motherfuckers, anyone wants to come here and kick my ass? Let's do this. Come on, let's roll. Let's do this, blah, blah." And I shit you not, the crowd parted like the fucking Red Sea. And this one kid that threw both of his shoes that just wanted to get there, we're like, go.
You're in.
And he just bum rushed the stage, and security was like, "Stop." You're not doing this. You're not doing this at all. No, that we're not letting this happen.
This is all part of the stage theatrics, kids.
Right.
This isn't. You're not going to be able to really fight Fred Durst.
Exactly. So again, just constant booze. They leave the stage. Just people come out, roadies come out, start cleaning everything.
Yeah.
Fred Durst is talking on a microphone behind the stage about how he fucked Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and he's gonna fuck all our moms and everything like that. He's doing this all behind the stage.
That's libel, by the way.
Then he comes.
Slander.
Yeah.
Slander.
Slander. That's another podcast.
I took Kamla.
So then he comes back out on stage with a shotgun full of blanks, starts firing them in the air.
Oh.
And then the band comes out on the stage. Band comes back out. They start playing Metallica. They start doing like a Metallica cover.
Weird.
Again.
Weird flex, bro.
We're like, I think they maybe got through 3 songs before they went off on the stage. And then they came back and they did this. They did Sanitarium by Metallica. And we're like, fuck off. We're not here to hear you play, Metallica.
No shit.
And then they left, and then it was just the hour that they were supposed to play of just silence and nobody.
Just patiently waiting for Metallica. Guys see any good movies lately?
Yeah. And everyone was okay with it. But that's a far tangent. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life. I've tried forever to... There was like an article written about it in like the Tribune about how like shitty it was, but it was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life. Was Limp Bizkit. But after the show, we had to drive back into Chicago for the first time.
Oh,
and again,
yeah.
Not with our map quest, going back to the actual point of this whole fucking story. But we decided we were going to get some McDonald's. We're going to get some chicken nuggets before, because
some chicken nuggets.
We were 18 years old and really hadn't eaten all day at this show because we were busy holding our spot. So we drive into a very seedy part of Chicago, just following.
Cicero is.
Well, we got in Chicago proper. We got
okay.
Yeah, we were getting. We were not close to where we were going to end up, but like. We were just flying by the seat of our pants. We were just following our heart's desire, So
you got up kind of close to downtown and like, oh, just pull off here to the south here.
Yeah, we'll just pull off here. And this guy, all of a sudden there was just this traffic stop, and there was this really nice car, and I think the license plate said Viper on it or something like that. And he was sitting there, and all of a sudden he got out of his car, left it running in the middle of the road, and then he just started like directing traffic, like telling people to like move around and move around and move. He would look over his shoulder every once in a while and be like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up!"
Jeez.
All right? And he would just start like waving people through, and we're like, "Oh fuck! Well, we still want chicken nuggets. Fuck! I don't know what to do." And so he started waving us through, and it came our time and waved us through. And it's a fucking stupid kid. I just rolled down the window. I was like, "Cool car, man." And he's like, "Thanks." And he just like, I'm like, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
You're not supposed to do
this.
You're not supposed to do that.
This guy is not a law officer or like a law official. Like he should not be directing traffic. He's doing it for some other reason. But we were just, again, following our map quest that we had printed out to like get McDonald's. McDonald's was not on the map quest, by the way.
No, that's not. You didn't circle that one.
But we made it back to the hotel somehow. Going off the beaten path to find chicken nuggets, and it was one of those things where I'm like, if I had to do that over again, would it end up the same? Would it happen? Like, would everything be all right? Basically,
yeah, probably. I'm guessing. I don't know.
More often than not, probably, yeah.
When we back in like 2008, when I went out to Canada, I literally printed off. Like, it was like an 8-day trip, and I printed off my itinerary of MapQuest, and had it in a little folder.
Yeah,
that's what we did.
There was like a weird 5-year period where that's what you did, where the ink toner would go down, and you just still print it out and be like, "Well, I got the
I get the gist.
It's not. It's probably 50% printed.
I got the turn by turn. That's all that really matters."
And there would always be the extraneous, like 4 or 5, well, like probably 2 or 3 pages of just like links to websites.
Yeah. It was a weird time, the internet back then.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
What if you had to create an analogy from let's just even go American history. That time period of MapQuest, what analogy would you draw for American history? What time period would that be?
I'd say probably Reconstruction of the South, just because everything was a goddamn mess.
You think
But it was like
that time period of the internet was the Reconstruction of the South?
Yeah. Just where things were just kind of it was just kind of a mess. People really weren't sure what you could trust.
But they were still trusting things.
Yeah. Well, you had to.
You had no other.
Right.
Yeah. You had no other option.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
probably not bad. Yeah.
I have I'm just pulling that out of nowhere. I have not put any thought into that.
No, I just asked the question. That's we don't pregame this thing.
No, you don't come with your notes.
But no, I don't. No, but I do. I think the
What's that
internet.
notepad then for you?
That's for after the fact.
Oh,
but the internet is weird, where you get these little bubbles, or like the Nokia phone that plays Snake. I mean, that's a whole. That's the same time period, by the way.
Oh yeah,
MapQuest, where you're like, it was maybe 5 years, maybe.
That was horrible. I didn't have a cell phone till it was the summer of between my sophomore and junior year of college. And my mom was like, "Oh, hey, you know what? You can have this phone. We can use this phone now." And I said, "Okay, cool." And I used it for like 3 weeks, a month or so. And then it just stopped working. And eventually,
what kind of phone was it?
It was a Nokia. It was one of those Nokias.
What year? What
year is this? This was '03.
Okay.
Yeah, summer of '03.
Okay. Yeah.
And
what was your high score in Snake?
Oh, I don't remember.
Did you ever play it?
Oh yeah, only when driving.
When driving?
No, I'm joking. I'd use that joke with kids in high school, because I'd borrow my mom's phone when we'd go somewhere, if we went up to Des Moines or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah. Man, I got a really good high score, as far as driving while playing Snake, and they're like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "That's a joke.
It's a joke.
That's clearly a joke,
yeah.
Drew. Stop it." Anyways, so 3 weeks, a month and a half in, it just stopped working. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I called home and Mom's like, yeah, we changed phones. We got new phones. So I got a new phone for you, down here, 4 hours away. And I didn't tell you that your phone's going to stop working. So it's like, okay. And the best thing about that new phone was that I had it and then I dropped it. It was I don't remember what. It was a Kyocera. Not Kyocera. No, Kyocera is the...
Nokia?
Yeah, no. So it was Kyocera. That was the name of
the brand of the...
Off-brand Korean.
Okay.
Not Nokia.
Gotcha.
Anyhow, and I cracked the
Nokia.
screen. Yeah, Nokia. I cracked the screen, and so I couldn't do anything with it. I mean, I could call my girlfriend, who was pre-programmed as number 2.
Right.
So...
That's all you need, am I right?
The problem is that I broke up with that girlfriend, and I got a new girlfriend.
Not number 2.
Not number 2. So, I had to learn her number. And then the next time I got home with my mom, and she had the same phone, and I went through dot by dot and reprogrammed my speed dial using her phone. And I got the new girlfriend's speed dial set.
That's awesome.
It's like, okay, here we go. And it worked. Right?
It worked. So before cell phones, before speed dial, I mean, speed dial was still a thing on landlines, but how many numbers do you think you had memorized before it lost its value to have phone numbers memorized?
10.
About 10?
10, I'd say 10, maybe 15. I mean, that's...
10 to 15?
Yeah.
How many numbers right now do you have memorized?
I mean, I know all the work numbers. I mean, a couple of work numbers, but that's that. But I,
over 5.
How many work numbers? I mean, I know my work number. I know my
your numbers
okay,
withstanding.
So, I know security. I know the help desk. I know my coworkers, and that's probably about it as far as work numbers go.
No, just in general. I'm talking about.
And then my wife's number.
Okay.
My mom's number,
So you're at 5.
and that's about it.
Well,
I think
about
that's
5.
yeah. And
I think that's over what people know. I mean,
right.
like I think I tap out at 2.
I don't know, like my 2 kids who have cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know their numbers.
But that used to be a thing. I mean, you used to know your
Right.
best friend's phone number. Like
Right.
you just beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 boop, boop.
Yeah.
Even like there were so many like superfluous numbers that you would know just because you
Sure.
would call them
Sure.
so many times where you have to.
Yeah.
Another one of those things that kind of disappears with technology advancing. But
Right. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I still remember my parents' home phone number, like that they don't have anymore. Their landline.
oh, really?
Yeah.
So I don't remember any of our.
Yeah. I
Home
mean,
landlines.
ours was the same. Mine was the same up until, from maybe not birth, but from kindergarten
Mm-hmm.
through 5 or 10 years out of college when they
Mhm.
finally dropped their landline.
Gotcha.
So I was like, well, yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty ingrained.
that's in there.
Yeah, it's just it's a their generation. I mean, how many? If you had to guess, any of your kids, how many numbers do they have memorized?
Oh, I don't think any.
0.
0. That's
Yeah.
probably a fair assessment.
It's just a weird,
It's
a blockchain of 7 numbers. I mean, really,
Yeah,
that's what it
right.
comes down to. You're remembering 7 numbers at a rate of 10 to 15. I think that's at the height. I think that's about what I could remember as well.
Sure.
I mean, if I'm going through it, but that off the top of your head, just the mental gymnastics that you would have to
right.
go through every day.
And that's not including the guy who had randomly prank call every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have we ever talked about this?
We might have talked
Might
about
have on the. I don't know. Did we talk about it on the pod?
it on
I
the
don't-
pod.
So there was this great thing called Tell Me, thanks to my dad listening to Rush Limbaugh AM radio. It was 1-800-TELL-ME. They call 1-800-TELL-ME.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave you a wide variety of options where you could read your horoscope, or you can have play blackjack against Sean Connery
Okay.
over the phone.
Interesting.
And then
Just Sean Connery, or
yeah,
other
I don't remember
celebrities?
if they ever expanded to it,
Mhm.
and then there was a thing where you could get 2 minutes of free long distance phone call
Oh, okay.
if you listen to a 30-second ad.
Right.
And I would use the phone in the school. There was
Mhm.
just a phone in the school, in the concourse, that just was an outside line. You couldn't make a long distance phone call with it,
Mm-hmm.
but you could use whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can call local numbers. And I'd use that and I'd call up. I don't remember why or how, but we called the same, I think it was 2 of my buddies' football numbers put together or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was and I'd call and it was always, hey, it's Steve, leave a message after the tone. And I'd do my best Sean Connery.
Okay.
And it came from a Conan O'Brien bit where when it was hey, we got a satellite that can pull in every channel in the whole wide world up here on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, it's this Sean Connery prank phone call channel. And it was just oh, Deborah, is your refrigerator running? Yeah, it is. Well, then you better go catch it. Gotcha. And I would leave just the most rambling things, conversations, just stream of consciousness on this guy's
Yeah. message
message for 2 minutes. And I did that almost daily for over a year.
When did he kill himself?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the thrill of the prank phone call. There was probably, I would say, one of the best ones was when I called up and I was like, hey, yeah, Susan there? Oh, no, this isn't Susan. Susan's not here. There's not a Susan there. Oh, jeez, is it happening again? Oh, my God. I'm so tired of getting wrong numbers. Oh, my God. I just can't. It's just because I'm a guy and I got a lazy eye because I got kicked in the head by a donkey. It's not that I'm unacceptable as a mate. I just can't. I don't understand. And just I don't. So this is, you're not pulling my leg. Susan's not here, right? She's like, no. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. She called back a little bit. She's like, I just want to make sure that was a prank phone call and not just like somebody who's actually
gonna kill themselves.
Gonna kill themselves.
It's funny how prank phone calls are operating around the world of, like, orbiting around the world of suicide. They're
It's just, I just, you're not. Oh yeah.
Before
No,
I kill myself, I just want to see if I can get a laugh real quick here. Hold on.
just real quick.
The Sean Connery aspect of it reminds me of these weird periods that we go through with decades of we latch on to a celebrity, and then there's that joke. Burt Reynolds was the joke too. I mean, a lot of it, not just SNL based.
Yeah.
Because I think I haven't brought it up on the podcast. I think you and I have talked about it though. Like, there's a weird joke that runs through The Office and Community and some other shows. I can't remember. I can't recall off the top of my
About
head.
Hall & Oates, right?
About Billy Joel.
Joel.
About Billy Joel. Like, and it's like Michael's favorite band or favorite artist, or some of his favorite songs, I guess, are Billy Joel. And I know Chevy Chase makes a few jokes about Billy Joel being a bad songwriter in Community, like early on. And I'm wondering what the low hanging fruit is, like what's going on.
Well,
But
he's Billy Joel. I don't know.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm not a Billy Joel fan, but I also don't think he's a bad songwriter or performer.
No, I enjoy Billy Joel. I mean, for the most part, I'd rather listen to Billy Joel than Metallica these days, but that's just me.
I know your feelings on Metallica. There was no mandatory Billy Joel going on in the radio.
No, there wasn't. It's
Drive Time, soft rock contemporary. That might be actually.
It's I remember there was a commercial for like Star 102.5, and it was like constantly like always ended with like a 10-second clip of In the Middle of the Night or River of Dreams, whoever the hell it is.
Yeah, and again, like a lot of those bands and artists and stuff, if you have to live through it, I guess that's the whole Eagles joke from The Big Lebowski. Like, anything but the Eagles, man, just shut it off, because they were one of the first, if not the first, like classic rock band where their songs are being syndicated for radio. But it's something maybe growing up through Billy Joel. Like, one of his songs, I understand Piano Man's overplayed. I get that, but
still a great song.
Still a great song, but also like so many bands have overplayed songs. Like, that's not a reason to make them the butt of a joke. But like, We Didn't Start the Fire is another thing. Like, he just opened up an encyclopedia and just started reading from it. It's like,
I hate it. I hate that song.
But he didn't. But you can agree though that he didn't just open up an encyclopedia and start.
No.
There's building of the song.
Sure, but
why don't you like that song?
It's mostly because of like, I think it was my sophomore year, like for social studies.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a unit. We didn't start the fire, and like to start.
They
the
taught that in school.
To start the unit, we listened to the song like 3 times in a row.
Okay, well then I can understand you were indoctrinated.
And then
you were abused as a child.
And then we everybody was assigned 1 year out of that, and we had to like, okay, what is hula hoop?
What a lazy ass fucking
what
teacher.
What hula hoop? Well, no, I mean nothing against James Hardy, but I mean I guess
it's kind of on your teacher, not on Billy Joel.
it's like, and it's not good. Listen, Rock and Roll Cola Wars, that's how you're ending it. You went through the assassination of presidents, wars, death, plague, famine.
He had to fit it in the rhyme scheme.
And then you ended on a lazy-ass Coca-Cola Wars. That's what you can't take anymore. Rock and roll and cola wars. Those are the two things. That's it. And you fucking flip your table at the end of your music video.
He does flip the table at that exact
That's
point.
horse shit.
It's not horse shit.
That's horse shit.
No.
No, not saying.
There's better examples of horse shit out there.
Hyper, what's the hypodermics on the shore? Really?
Again,
was that really that much of a problem? Are we talking like
rhyme scheme had played a very big part of that song?
Hypodermics on the shore, Rock and Roll Cola Wars. I can't think of anymore. It's garbage. That's garbage.
It's not garbage. That's not garbage. It's not
that's
garbage.
Total garbage. No. And it's not that he opened up an encyclopedia.
Shake It Off is garbage. We Didn't Start the Fire is not garbage.
However, like We Didn't Start the Fire did not have that sick beat. So
I beg to differ.
Oh no, God!
It's just a weird thing, and I understand the reoccurring joke with The Office where It's like when they do Threat Level Midnight, it's like every song on the soundtrack is a Billy Joel song. Like, and they're bad Billy Joel songs. And maybe that's where the joke is there's more
like
to
bad B cuts.
Yeah, there's more bad Billy Joel songs than I know of than, but
Sure.
it much like Sean Connery was a celebrity figure that you can make jokes around at a time.
I don't think I don't know if he was made fun of though. That's the thing.
What would the SNL impressions of Sean Connery be?
That he will have sex with Alex Trebek's mom, and he always gets the better of Alex Trebek in those skits.
True. But that's where I go to Billy Joel. Like, why is he the lampoon of that situation? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's
weird.
I don't.
But it was a time and a place of those two shows, and I know there's other shows that did it. I just can't recall them right now. But it was a thing for a time. Like, that's all it was. Like, if we're gonna make fun, kind of like the Family Guy thing. Like, we're going to make fun of insert Mad Lib here. And they're like, everyone was like, yeah, let's do Billy Joel. And they just did Billy Joel for a little while.
You know who sucks? Billy Joel.
Yeah. Let's spend like 2 or 3 years of just trying to fucking make fun of him as much as possible.
Ripping on Billy Joel. That guy was married to.
And none of them involved him driving a car into someone's house, which he did.
Didn't he also set himself on fire, like Richard Pryor style? Or maybe he just drank bleach to kill himself. I don't remember.
Oh, he drank bleach to kill himself.
Is that it?
I think that is it.
You know what I don't want to see ever in the same vein as Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody and Elton John? I don't want to see a Billy Joel.
Apparently, I don't think you're going to see it. I don't think you're going to see that biography movie.
I don't want to see that. Yeah. I hate those movies in general.
I do too. I don't
think they're good.
I cannot stand rock biopic movies. I think we've talked about it a little bit on the podcast, but.
Yeah, so for Mr. Salvatore, he transitioned to musical art acts as far as like doing a large scale tournament style voting.
This is a friend of ours who's doing explain it to the listeners.
So,
we have listeners that don't know these people, so.
So he initially started with it was movies. It was a 100 some bracket movie, and to see what was the best movie ever. Mm-hmm. And then he did snacks.
And what was the best movie ever, by the way?
Shawshank. That was,
okay,
pretty middle of the road, and also television shows. So
what was the best television show?
The Office.
Okay.
And then best snack, cookie dough ice cream.
Okay.
And then best musical artist.
And are we still in the process of this?
No, they finished up. It was Queen.
That's America for you.
But the final was Elton John versus Queen.
Now that's just recency bias.
And I'm like, that's garbage.
That's recency bias.
It's like you guys never heard of Neil Diamond.
Well, it also goes into like when someone dies, like when Tom Petty died or Prince died or David Bowie died, everyone's the biggest Dave Bowie, Prince, and Tom Petty fan after they fucking died. Everyone does that every time. Like,
sure. Right.
And it's one of those things when the biopic movie comes out, all of a sudden everyone's the biggest Elton John fan. Oh, I've always been a big Elton John fan. Always loved Queen. Oh yeah, I've always loved. It's like bullshit.
Did you always love Crocodile Rock?
Elton John doesn't even like Crocodile Rock. Like there's multiple quotes. Let's try to find the quote where he doesn't like Crocodile Rock.
My thing is like that was on like a 70s compilation cassette we had as kids, and I enjoyed the hell out of it on there.
I like it, but Elton John does not like it. But again, he's had to play it 10,000 more times than I've ever had to experience it.
Yeah. I don't remember. What was that? That was...
Let's see if there's anything on the Wikipedia here.
What? I'm trying to remember. What was that? There was something similar to that I just experienced. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, so we were talking about Cameo the other day.
Oh, what's the word up?
No. Are you familiar with the Cameo application /
Wow, the fact that the band Cameo has been usurped by an app is...
Have you heard about this?
I'm aware of, the service where Brett Favre will say something racist.
Oh, he'll say something racist?
No, I'm just fucking I think he was tricked. I think Brett Favre was tricked into saying something, not maybe racist, but inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Like...
Yeah. But yes, I'm familiar with the Cameo app. Are you familiar with the band Cameo, though?
Yeah, word up.
Okay. Thank you. We can move on from there.
So we were playing as an extended family. Price is Right rules. How much does it cost to hire this person?
That's a little bit of celebrity net worth.
A little bit of celebrity net worth.
Okay.
And it was really interesting and in very varying. I don't remember what was some of the shockers on there. It was I don't remember Carol Baskins. I think she was asking like $300.
Carol Oh, okay, gotcha.
That fucking bitch.
That
Carol,
fucking $300.
Fucking bitch, Carol Baskins. She was asking a lot. I don't remember.
What's a lot though on
I mean, like
Cameo?
three. She was like it was like $300.
Because I thought, is it normally around like $50?
It depends on.
It depends on.
Ernie Hudson, I think, was severely. Comparatively, Ernie Hudson, I think, was incredibly undervalued at $135. I'd love to get a personal message from Ernie Hudson for $135. I think that's
I still love. I'm searching for Cameo. Band comes up first.
This is a problem with DuckDuckGo. They're not hit.
Oh no, it's there's a sponsored ad.
It's just
right
a
away.
sponsored ad.
I'm fucking with
What
you.
was the other?
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson, right here. Look at that. The Ernie Hudson right there, and the Ghostbusters outfit. $135. Crazy. Redman.
For $40 more, you can get Fran Tarkenton to do something.
I don't know who that is. Heinz Ward, $186.
This is ridiculous.
Soup Nazi, $80. Jim O'Hare from Parks and Rec, $135. It's crazy.
Okay, so let's play this game. Let's do this.
The problem. I'm gonna do me a favor to look up Joe Exotic impersonator because it was egregious.
Oh, I mean, he looks egregious.
No, that's not the one I saw, but that's $69.
That's
not good. That's not good.
A frightening image.
$69 for a Tiger King impersonator.
Yeah, why they're wearing a mask on a webcam, I have no idea. But anyway, let's go through this. Hold on, wait. Let's pick a celebrity. Let's pick one. Okay, let's try this. Okay.
I don't know. However, also breaking news, by the way, after we were playing this game, Vince McMahon said, "No WWE people, you got to get off. You can't be on Twitch and you can't be on Cameo." I don't know if that's just him controlling the books or
what. They have a network, basically. So that could be that could be preventing them from doing something very similar.
I don't know. I think it's a control thing. I think it's just.
No, I mean, if you have a network, I mean, again, I've been watching a lot of the Marquee Network here recently. Right. The Cubs' new network that they put out.
Oh, yeah.
But the amount of content and programming that they've been putting out.
And it's garbage, right?
It's not that it's garbage. It's just, we're filling time with the things that we can affordably do until the Cubs play.
Right.
It'll be really interesting to see what they do over football season. But if I'm Vince McMahon in the WWE and I see my players, my athletes doing Cameo and TikTok shit, I'm like, why? That's content that I could be using.
Is it though? Is it like when you have, I don't know even who's hot in the WWE.
I don't either, but
if I pay them I'm paying them $80 to wish somebody a happy birthday. That's not something that's going to get aired.
So I see Mandy Moore here. Let's go Mandy Moore. She's the first one.
Mandy Moore, I think I want to see her, so it's not. And we were doing.
Did you look up her?
I want to say I saw her.
Okay. Well, what was Mandy Moore?
I want to say Mandy Moore was like $500. I think.
I mean, she's on the front cover.
Also, like
$250.
$250 for Mandy Moore. Oh, also, she was like, she wants to talk. All proceeds go to the Biden-Harris campaign.
Okay. Volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay. Snoop Dogg. I saw Snoop Dogg on there.
Snoop Dogg's probably $300. $750.
Woo!
It's crazy talk.
Woo.
Yeah, like I don't. I remember listening. I think it was an NPR story. Gilbert Gottfried. He's like, I spend like an hour and I like get $1,000 a day or whatever. Mm-hmm. I get $1,000 a day. You can knock them out in an hour.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
What about Tim Allen? Let's go Tim Allen.
Is Tim Allen on here? Is Tim Allen?
I have no idea. It seems it's beneath Tim Allen. To me, this seems like a level of
This is D-list. I think that's what.
But Snoop Dogg is clearly not a D-list celebrity.
When was the last time Snoop Dogg came out with something besides like hawking?
Let's go right to the D-list of the D-list. Kathy Griffin. She's not even on here.
I think she was, though.
Oh, well, she was canceled, right?
She got canceled.
Why was she canceled? Did she do something?
It was after she posed with a bloody head of Trump.
Oh,
for
that's
a picture.
Right. Okay.
And that's,
So even that can get canceled.
Yeah. And it was kind of surprising. Like
that is a surprise.
For a lot of people who knew that if you held a faux bloody head of a president, that you'd get in trouble for it.
And now you can't make your money on Cameo.
Isn't that something?
Okay, wait. What was the dude from? No. Dahmer from Coach.
Oh,
Patrick from Surface.
God. Was it Falkenauer?
Hold on.
God.
Bill Fagerbaki.
Bill Fagerbaki. Can I get Bill Fagerbaki lined up here? No, Bill Fagerbaki. Billy D. Williams, though.
How much? Okay. No Bill Fagerbaki, but Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams is going to be
$75.
I'm going to say $125.
$125.
Price is right rules.
All right. Ready?
$300.
This is ridiculous.
It's Billy D. Williams. I just want to.
Solo was not that big.
I just want to let you know, Jennifer, that I hope you have a happy birthday and that I hope it's extra sexy.
$300 fucking.
And because I know for me, Billy D. Williams, when it's your birthday, it works every time.
Good God.
You know, my good friend Han Solo, he also wants to wish you a happy birthday, but he's too busy driving around in my spaceship. I bet that's roughly the same script.
Mm-hmm. Can you post what people send you? Or is there
so go ahead and they have examples. Let's go ahead and click on Lisa Loeb, $100. That's a steal.
Is it though?
If my wife enjoys Lisa Loeb, so
okay. I mean, no, I'm seeing other things.
$100, and so there's a birthday celebration, a pep talk,
and a birthday. Okay, another birthday.
Anyhow, this all came about because we watched Dee Snider's as he started singing. What's it called? We're not going to take it.
That's what it's called.
And yeah, it was part of his pep talk talking about 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is a weird thing. This Cameo. It's an odd play. Ooh, Casey Abrams. Casey Abrams, who was on American Idol, $20. Also big. What's the word?
But at $20, are you really a celebrity? Who's booking that fucking guy at $20? And then someone seeing him is like, "Oh, that's Casey Abrams! Oh my God!" Without him telling me,
right?
That's Casey Abrams. When this came out, and this kind of I'm gonna catapult this into other aspects that we can go into. Something like this would kill the career of a celebrity 15 years ago.
15 years ago? Yeah.
This would be there's no going back. Like they're hawking
personalized message.
It's like Pete Rose sitting in the basement of Caesar's Palace signing
right.
autographs. And you're like, oh, what a sad state for this person who should be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But Peter, it's glorified. Now Flavor Flav gets $250 fucking dollars.
You can get the lead singer of Herman's Hermits for $50 if that's something you're into.
Peter Noonan is right there for $50.
Hey, can you say instead of Mrs. Brown, you have a lovely daughter? Can you just sing me happy birthday to that? Wow. Thank you.
But again, then it's coming up to like the lead singer of Exodus. Like who the fuck wants the lead singer of Exodus to do anything for them?
Hey, Jonathan, I just want to say happy birthday to you, man. It was great. I know that you came to my show in 1999, and I felt that energy, and I felt that connection. I'm so happy we have that together, and I want you to have the best birthday ever. I hope your next year is going to be just as... I hope you can kick the rest of 2020's ass. All right. I mean, just imagine having absolutely no idea what that guy sounds
That's
like.
a very similar thing, I'm sure. And they'll be like, and that's $25. And that's really no different than somebody panhandling on the street. Meaning like, I'm going to do this thing. Please give me money.
Do me a favor. Search for Tiger King again.
Hold on.
Okay. All in musicians.
I just wanted...
Lance Bass, $249.
$250 was too much.
$250. Well, listen. He's
the price point. One dude from Guar.
A dude from Guar, $40. Do you think he goes full makeup every day?
For the videos, he better.
Here's the deal. It's like they get like 2 weeks. To make it. So if he like piles them up,
then you
just
knock
them out. Oh my gosh!
But the amount, like this is the a very loose definition of celebrity when you're.
Right. I don't know.
First off, like Mike Jones, who I know I'm not into the rap world.
Mike Jones is a guy.
No, Mike Jones. Who? Question mark. Is
that a different guy?
Mike. Yeah. I mean, this is Mike Jones. This is his name, Mike Jones. Who? Question mark is his name.
He's asking $300.
I'll say Susan Bennett too, voice actor.
I don't know who that is. Oh, look, another drummer. The drummer for Guar, $40. Drummer for Guar. Do you think all the Guar guys?
Where do you see that?
You think he's the guy with the weird face makeup?
I bet every. Yeah.
Do you think they got together, guys? We should totally get this Cameo thing going. Yeah. Are you sure,
if
Jim?
Everyone from Guar can do $40. But there's Chris Pontius. Okay, from Jackass.
Yeah.
Why he's in musicians, I have no fucking idea.
That's a good question.
But so I was going through. I'm looking. It refreshes differently as your like it updates. It updates as you refresh.
Yeah, this is not in chronological order. Andrew Dice Clay, $299.
Because I saw Wayne Coyne of the Flaming Lips was $250. And then I saw Hayes Carl, who's an alt country singer songwriter, for $125. And I've met him a couple times after. I've seen Hayes Carl.
Just like around.
Well, I've seen Hayes Carl a couple times
here in Dubuque.
No.
At the corner drugstore.
No. But as much as I love him, I would not pay $125 to hear a personalized message.
I bet there's a number of people. Oh my! Hey, look! It's the dude who played Chuck Berry's cousin in Back to the Future. You can pay him $99. You think he's got that powder blue jacket that he's Hey, I just hope you don't get crazy, suck back, and have to kiss your mom. You think that's his shtick?
I don't know. Is there somebody that you can think of that you would like to hear from? A celebrity. Don't take financial stuff into consideration right now. Just somebody that you would like to hear. Hey, man, happy birthday! Like, is there anybody that in your fucking world?
Weird Al Yankovic.
All right, let's look it up.
If I could get a happy birthday message from Weird Al, that would be about it. I can't. I mean, I guess Kevin Costner. I don't know, just as a goof.
Weird Paul is the first one that comes up. So Weird Al is too good for Cameo.
Yeah, no, he's a busy man.
He's got that fuck you Weird Al.
I'm more worried about like all of these NFL football players. That's what I'm really worried about. Costner's not going to be.
Costner's not doing this.
Costner's not on here.
Kevin McDonald though is the top result when you search Costner.
That's interesting because so is Dave Foley. Is the rest of the kids just search Kids in the Hall?
Are all the Kids in the Hall?
Oh, hold on! Oh my God! You know who else I'd really love to get? Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series.
Would you pay $100 for that?
I'm not going to pay $100, but I would appreciate.
No, that's what we're looking for.
I would appreciate a message from him.
No, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for
as compared to Kevin Sorbo for $80.
Going back to the Kevins here, Kevin Pillar, who is a Major League Baseball player, $150 to hear Kevin.
That's gravy. It's just gravy for him.
Of course, it's gravy for him. I can't imagine. There's not a price point and desire that I've matched up here that I'm like, sure. No. That's worth it. Like I'll pay. Like again, I'll go back to my Hayes Carl example. I'll pay $40 to go see you play
Yes.
a whole night of music.
Yes.
I have no desire to pay you $125 for a 2-minute video of you telling me something that half-heartedly you're just doing for the money.
Yeah. Keep scrolling. Maybe this is an interesting way of going through.
We're looking at the Kevins.
Just looking at the Kevins. Is there any other Kevins? Oh, hey.
Kevin Pollak.
Kevin Pollak, $225.
$225.
That's excellent.
Still wouldn't do it.
Oh, the realtor kid from Ozark?
Yep. $40.
That's
Kevin Millar, another baseball player. There's a lot of baseball players named Kevin, by the way.
Let's see here. Anybody else Kevin Dillon.
Oh yeah, Kevin
Matt
Dillon,
Dillon's
Entourage.
older brother.
Fucking $300. What kind of just extraneous money do you have that you need to pay Kevin Dillon $300 to just be like,
okay,
hey man, this is Johnny Drama. What's up?
Click on his video.
No.
Click. I want to see, like, how bad is it?
We're not watching this.
Oh, scroll down. Come on.
You can chat with him for $2.99.
I wonder if that's a minute. I don't know.
Okay. That's a different price point in my mind. Because is that an open chat?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't want to.
We're going to do some investigating. Hold on. You can want to get the full Cameo experience. Download our app. Okay. Chat with celebrities. Get even more fun content, better sharing capabilities, and just all around more good stuff. So give them your phone number.
Yeah.
And then you can text with celebrities.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
Can we see how bad the birthday, or should we go with the birthday? He's only doing birthday messages.
I think we're going to get flagged. I think we get flagged for this.
No, is it playing through? Okay. No, I don't
otherwise
know
you and I are watching it.
No, he has not copywritten this. Okay. Just
we're gonna
hit
find
play.
out.
Hit play. I'm just curious.
All right. I got to go edit this.
Hey, John.
Lawnmowers in the background.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Viz. It's Kevin Dillon here, a.k.a. Johnny Drama.
I knew that was happening.
The Slitham family wanted me to wish you a happy 40th birthday.
No.
I hear you're a big fan and that you binged watched the entire season of Entourage during this pandemic. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your support. And you know what? You hang tough, bro. This thing's going to come to an end, and we're going to get you back in the game.
I want to hear, like...
Another game, Viz. Damn right you are.
I want to hear him talk about how
Anyway,
great...
here's to you
hey,
and to the
He's still going.
Yeah, you're a big hockey fan. Happy birthday, bro. Victory! Take it easy, Chief.
I want to hear, like, I would rather have him just, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just talk about No Escape with Ray Liotta for 2 minutes instead?
Is that worth $300 for you?
Can you just
Is that worth $300 to you? That's what I'm asking.
Maybe. Hey, happy birthday, Nathan. So this is I mean, I really enjoyed making, I was pretty young in my career. Ray Liotta, super intense dude. That's all I want to hear.
Okay.
Is that worth $300? Not to me, but maybe somebody as a gift to me.
Hold on. Now my getting around paying taxes mind kicks in here. Okay. So now these exorbitant costs for what if we used Cameo to ask them if the price point's right to ask them questions that we want answered on said podcast.
Right.
So we figure out the question, the price point's right. It's $40 to figure out, like, okay, what is, what's the guy from Gangs in New York? What's that guy you like?
Brendan Gleeson. Brendan Gleeson in no way, shape, or form is going to be.
And here he is.
He's no way. He's way too cool. And old.
That's the thing about it. We have no fucking idea. He's not.
Kevin Conroy. I'm happy Kevin Conroy's.
Here's Todd Glass. Todd Glass.
I don't know who that is.
He's a comedian. Okay, Todd Glass is $40.
Oh my god, he's doing it in the fucking dark. Look at how much gains on here.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
$40. You get what you pay for.
Here's the deal. I wouldn't mind if you can tell me right now who a good impersonator I could be for. Like, I would love to, like, if I can make. If I could con 20 people into doing it, like the other Tiger King, Joe Exotic, person I saw, impersonator, it was like 26 people have reviewed and done the service, and was like, That's like $3,000. I'm like, who can I like sucker into doing this? That's my question.
I understand that, and that's a whole other.
Yeah,
that's a side hustle of this whole thing. I'm really now into.
How can
I spend $40
$40
on a celebrity that we have? Can we find a celebrity that's worth $40 that we can ask one question and get them to do that? Because at this point now the price point's perfectly fine for me.
Don Johnson's $500.
Right. So no.
No. Oh, you're not gonna. You're not hoping the IRS doesn't.
How many times did you have to hit the ball down the road on Tin Cup before you got the take that they used? You know.
Sure.
That's not worth $500. There's a $40 question though to a celebrity that we're going to find out.
Mira Savino is $199. I think these ones that are flagged, I think those are all like Joe Biden supporters. Who's that guy?
These are new. I clicked on the new and noteworthy, which might be the thing. Is there a price point?
Boy George is $300. Emmett Smith, $450 fucking dollars.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Brad Garrett's $250. This is a shame. It's a real shame.
But there's no price point. You can't search by price point.
You can't search by price point. It's everybody. It's all like Twitch and TikTok and YouTube personalities that are $15.
No. Well, I mean, no. I would believe who's
on right now?
Brian Cashman's on right now. $150 to ask him a question.
Yeah.
I think between you and I, there's one person that we can find for $40 that we could have. We tweeted the fucking director of Shaft, all right?
Unfortunately, he was dead at the time, but
I think we can find this.
$90 for Perez Hilton? No,
that's not. No, we're gonna keep doing this.
$25 for a real life Peter Griffin. That's the kind of shit I think I could go for.
No,
Randy Couture, $50. He's in the under athletes, by the way. The guy who did Chocolate Rain, he's $40.
I don't have a question for him.
You don't. Hold on, go back up. Scroll back up. The lead singer of 311 is $150. Get out of here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As compared to Chumley, who's $75. Who's getting the better of that deal? I could get 2 cameos from Chumley, a reality TV star.
Hold on. Let's back this up and just lead singer versus lead singer. Nick Hexum of 311, $150. Mark McGrath is $99. Mark McGrath is a far bigger celebrity.
I mean, just because he was on Entertainment Tonight or whatever.
It's making Lisa Loeb look really...
making Lisa Loeb look like a dick. Who's going to be...
No, I was going to say Steele.
Yeah, I don't know.
$40. I think this is the thing we got to find out. If we can't find it right now, we got to look for it, but...
Okay, I'm going for...
Tremendous value.
Tremendous value.
Tremendous value is what...
That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to find this in musicians.
I think $25 for the lead singer of Exodus.
It's looking like tremendous value.
It's looking pretty good these days.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's go with that.
No, Kevin McDonald.
Kevin McDonald
for $40.
Can you talk about just how great the Festivus episode was, and then I'm happy that you were in it?
Tell us the zaniest story of Kids in the Hall.
Oh,
no,
maybe. Okay,
because that's the other part. We have to formulate the right question.
Got to get the right question.
But I think $40 for Kevin McDonald right now is the leader. Because I would like to.
Guy from Chips is $40. We were looking at John Schneider. Well, how much was John Schneider? John Schneider was very expensive as well.
That's not what I want, though. I don't want expensive. I want approachable.
You want approachable value. Mick Foley, $75. That guy's going to tell you a fucking story.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
Right. Okay. It is.
That's the value. That's the value.
Is. I will pay $75. I've met Mick Foley too. What question do we have for Mick Foley?
What question do I have for Mick Foley? I don't know.
First off, that the fucking buff doctor from Scrubs is asking $95.
Hold on, who now? Which one?
This guy from Scrubs.
Oh, that guy.
Robert.
See, no,
Macchio.
This is my problem. Barry Williams, the Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch, $140. That is insane. It's insane. Oh, here it is right here. Larry Hankin. He's a classic. You've seen him. He's one of those classic that guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no Tim Allen. However, there is Richard Karn.
There it is.
Richard Karn for $80.
David Koechner, $195.
Yeah, that's.
Tom Arnold's $125.
$125.
Might have some fun questions for him. Here's a Trump impersonator for $85.
I think I saw like a CNN video about that guy.
Okay, right now Mick Foley is winning.
Foley at
Kevin
75.
McDonald's at a second.
That's
we'll formulate
as compared
question.
to Parks and Rec's Jim O'Hare at $135. That's nuts.
No,
that's nuts.
Right now we're looking at good tax-deductible content for the podcast to ask these people questions.
Yeah.
And we'll look to our viewers, okay, our listeners.
Well, listeners, yeah.
All right, we're going to put it out to them right now. Think of the questions that we can ask.
Sweet.
For right now, it's Mick Foley and Kevin McDonald. We need some time. We're going to not just troubleshoot this as we go.
Yeah.
But right now we have this. We'll keep
Kevin
looking
McDonald, I loved him as denim vest guy. He was great in the Festivus episode.
I'd have to look at his characters as well, but on Kids in the Hall.
Oh.
He had some of the great characters.
Pretty solid.
A lot of Parks and Rec superfluous characters are on here.
Hey, what's his name from MASH?
Phil Lamar?
No, not Phil Lamar.
Jamie Farr. I got you.
Jamie Farr.
Hmm.
Hey, look here. A Robert De Niro impersonator. How much is he asking? $79. How about this? The guy who played the floating head
in Power Rangers.
$25.
$25
Also, I love that the Goots, friend of the show.
Okay.
$175.
$175. Okay.
Mick Foley.
David J. Felding.
David J. Felding.
The floating head from Power Rangers.
How many
times? Here's the question. I do have a question for him right now.
Like how long?
How many times did you actually have to shoot?
Mm.
What was your recording schedule like?
Yeah, my question is probably more like for the guy who played Zordon, the floating head on Power Rangers, is like what does it take to not eat a bullet every morning? Is it this $25? Because keep going.
That's actually a good question to ask because it's at the price point. If it's shut down, it's $25.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm not gonna answer that, guys. Come on.
I'm not gonna do that. Right? I'm like, okay, we'll just have to ask. We had to ask. We had to try.
Happy birthday, Jesus! What else do you want from me? I'm the floating head from Zordon. Yeah, Power Rangers, go do stuff.
Did you feel like eating a bullet at any time?
Oh, look, Andy Dick, $99 as compared to Michael Biehn, $93. $93 for Michael Biehn. I think that's a pretty good deal.
I think you're onto something
about asking people whether or not they're going to eat a bullet, because that's bad. You probably shouldn't do that.
Well, I think you are on that because if you're asking $25 on Cameo, it's worth asking.
Can you do me a favor? Click on him? I'm just curious what the reviews are
on David J. Felding. Yeah. I wrote them down. We're gonna get them.
How many?
But the impersonations. That's the other thing. Oh, reviewed by Bobby. Boom.
See all 116 reviews.
Good God.
He looks like Kyle Glass.
He kind of does.
He looks like Kyle Glass. Who knew? Can you hit me with a pep talk? I'm just curious.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Hi there, this is David J. Felding, Zordon from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this is a very special message for Zim. Hey Zim, just wanted to take a few moments out of your day to say hello, say thanks for being a fan, thanks for watching the show. I mean, what's not to like about Power Rangers, right? Kids in spandex, big rubber monsters, and big giant robots.
That's
it's
a
awesome.
Little too much of a pause.
But this message is for you by Dave Ciccarelli. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Because he and your friends, they just want to encourage you and to invalidate your courage about what you've just done, which I think is fantastic. It's awesome.
Well,
you've
he said
embraced
Zim.
who you are. You've claimed your power, and you've stepped out into
at the
light
beginning
where everybody can see you. And
so
that's
I think it's a transitioning.
what being a Ranger is all about. So I myself and Zordon himself would be proud
Oh.
to
Proud.
proclaim
Once
you
again.
a homo with attitude, and that is very, very cool. So, once again, I just wanted to take a few moments out to say hi.
It's a lot of
to say keep
got a
going
lot of
forward,
Freudian slips
keep
going
pushing
on here.
forward, and be who you are at all times,
Now,
every time.
my question is,
okay, you do that for me.
Okay.
All right, do it for yourself too. That's the most important.
I feel like
But as Zordon
honestly,
would tell you,
this is a
may the
gag.
power protect you.
That is a
All right, Zim.
that is
Have a great one.
that's somebody fucking with their friend. I paid $25. I paid $25 for my college roommate to have the guy from Power Rangers say happy for transitioning. That's my guess, because that's a really low price point for that gag for a bit. That's a $25 bit, but it's worth it because this guy played Zordon. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't disagree that it could totally be a bit. There's also the world where it's absolutely true. Like, it's also absolutely real.
Can we just go ahead and just take for a second to appreciate that we are on page 2 of 114 right now? I feel like we should just go ahead and jump to like the bottom of the barrel.
No, what we've realized here is that we have a way to get celebrities to be on our podcast by just paying them and then deducting it from taxes.
By the way, Bob Saget, $249. Just FYI.
I want, if I get Bob Saget to tell me how many curse words could you say in the allotted time for $249.
Hey, how about the kid who played the younger version of Hodor during the flashback part of the Game of Thrones when he said hold door?
Yeah.
That guy's $56.
He is $19 less than fucking Mick Foley.
That's crazy talk.
That's crazy talk.
That is $16 more than what's his name, McDonald.
Yeah. Than Kevin McDonald?
That's crazy. Do me a favor. Go up there at the search bar.
No.
Not the search bar, but the address bar.
Why?
And go ahead and type in 240 instead of 80. Let's get a little bit further down the line here. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, it doesn't work that way. What the shit, Kevin?
Well, I mean, it might have actually.
Did it? Maybe it did. Okay.
Yeah, you're in this.
Terry O'Quinn is $200.
It just went to the fucking next page.
It just went to the next page. This is garbage. Oh, Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite is $100. This is a weird underbelly.
Okay, so we need to find one more person and we can move on from this.
Okay.
But
so we're gonna get
right now Mick Foley is winning, and we can figure out a question to ask him with the help of our listeners.
God willing.
God willing.
The old Trading Spaces host from TLC. No.
No.
For
That's a no from me, pal.
$30.
The guy that played the Night King, $80.
The host of
Wait.
Did you find
one?
one? Did you think of one?
Friend of the show.
Oh, Danny DeVito is not going to be on fucking Cameo.
You don't know that until you search it.
I'm just letting you know.
Don't know that.
He's not going to be there.
I wish.
He's not going to be there.
I would say this, but here's Charlie Sheen at $400.
That sounds about right.
Here's Meredith from The Office at $175.
Sounds about right.
It does sound about right, actually.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anybody really?
Like, it gets to the point where you're like, you're a celebrity?
You're a celebrity? Lou Ferrigno. That's the problem. Is like he's like mixed and match. Former NFL player, guy
Vince
with
Papale?
from that probably had 2 lines from Game of Thrones. And then you got Lou Ferrigno just thrown in the mix. This is garbage.
It's a weird. Tia Carrera was in there as well.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, Dwyer Brown. Boom. There's our
Dwyer
third
Brown, $40.
That's our third dude.
If people don't know, how many of the? You think he always does them, wearing his baseball jersey?
Dwyer Brown has just catapulted to the number one.
No.
Because here's what we're going to do.
He's going to be back anytime now.
He's going to be back anytime, and we're going to... Okay, so here's the thing with Dwyer Brown. Okay, he played Kevin Costner's dad in Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams was filmed in Dyersville, Iowa, not 20
within
minutes.
our county.
Yeah, within 20 minutes of Dubuque, Iowa. It's a little insight to Nathan and I. It's a passion project for us to write Field of Dreams the musical.
See, you can't just put that out in the world.
No, trademark pending. Okay.
Patent pending.
I've looked it up. But Dwyer Brown is a bit of a local celebrity, as well as
He gets around.
I mean, a worldwide celebrity, obviously.
I think he wrote a book as well.
Yeah. So
Dwyer Brown, $30, $40.
So he's right at our price point. We can get him. We can ask a question. We can figure it out. We can ask him if he's ever been to a place that we frequent in Dubuque, and what was his favorite memory?
What was his favorite?
What was his favorite memory of filming Field of Dreams in Dubuque? That's the question.
That's it. I would say let's go with something like. Was there like a shitty bar you went to that you had a good time at?
That's the question. Yeah,
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
can you go down? Show more. Let's see if. I wonder if he was able to do any of these inside Dubuque County. Nope.
No.
These look like.
He's living on but he is wearing the Field of Dreams uniform in every single one of these.
In every single one. I mean, hold on. Hey, hon.
Response in 2 days.
Honey, where's my Field of Dreams jersey? I gotta go do some cameos.
Yep. Okay. So this is worth the $40 to me.
You need to raise your price, Dyer. We need to get that swimming pool in ground.
Okay. I'm a big fan of this right now.
That's just me being Dwyer Brown's wife. That's my impersonation.
It's New York. His New York wife.
It's like an old Jewish woman.
Just an old Jewish woman.
He's married too. Who knew?
Like a 70-year-old old Jewish woman.
Dwyer.
I don't think he is.
It's Edith Bunker. Who knew?
And he's just sitting in a recliner the entire time.
I gotta go shoot more of those cameos. I told you need to raise your prices. $40 is too cheap. All you get is a bunch of podcasters.
But that's exactly where we're at right now, though.
Right?
Okay.
This is super weird.
We're gonna do this. He responds within 2 days, so we should be able to have it for the next episode.
Okay, Dwyer Brown. That's it.
All right. This is our mission.
This is our choice.
Hold on. Let's do some more. Now that we have a thing to jump off.
We got a solid.
Now we need to jump off into Dwyer Brown. Just to get, because we don't want it to be like, oh, we just like Field of Dreams.
Hey, is it true that you're going to do that thing out in Dyersville? Are you going to do some heavy investing out there? Am I crazy?
Let's get some inside information. I was just going to look at his previous works.
Oh, he was on an episode of Criminal Minds, huh? Who knew?
Oh, well.
Really moving up in the world.
He also got divorced as well. So.
Aw. Well, Edith Bunker's not going to be happy about that.
It's the reboot.
That's the reboot.
Would you watch if Archie Bunker was All in the Family? What was Archie Bunker's show?
It was All in the Family.
All in the Family?
Yeah.
If he got divorced?
Is that like, because he was in a spinoff where he owned a bar called Archie's Place. I think it only ran for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He was in Red Dragon. I don't remember him in Red Dragon.
Say it again.
In Red Dragon. Who knew?
The Jewish woman is coming out of you right now.
Mr. Jacoby. Oh, that's right. He was Mr. Jacoby got murdered.
If we sent it in and said, how was it working on Ally McBeal? What was it like?
Well, tell me
your favorite story of working that one episode of Ally McBeal.
He was also in one episode of The Practice, so those are both who produced that? Somebody produced David O'Kelly. David O'Kelly produced both Ally McBeal and The Practice.
Oh, he had a run with ER.
Got a 3-episode arc on ER. Good for you. Good for you, Dwyer Brown.
Tell us your favorite George Clooney story.
What was Noah Wiley like? I bet he was kind of a rapscallion. Is that right?
Was he? How was he before the Librarians?
Tell me about your 2 episodes on Murder, She Wrote. Was it difficult? Was what's her name? Angela Lansbury like confused because you came back as a different person. Oh, he was also in an episode of Quantum Leap. Yep. Wow, that's crazy talk.
I really think if you
Quantum Leap,
if you for the comedy aspect of it, I would go with the Murder, She Wrote. Can you tell us about the 2-episode arc you had on Murder, She Wrote? We're just big fans.
It wasn't an arc. I played two different. It was two different things.
Two different people, 3 years apart. I played two different people.
So kind of an arc though, right? It was kind of an arc, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you tell us about your two different experiences?
Well, holy shit! I mean, that was 96. Murder, She Wrote was still running in 96.
Yeah. Wow.
He was also in an episode of Kevin Heaven, Seventh Heaven. I mean, Kevin Heaven.
Kevin Heaven.
That's
a Cameo page, actually.
Kevin Heaven. We were just there with Kevin Dillon and Kevin Pollak.
Yep.
Can we get a Kevin and Kevin Sorbo? Man, that's a...
Well, we got a show title, Kevin Heaven.
Kevin Heaven. Can we piece together a pilot for Kevin Heaven using only Cameo?
We will. Let's start off with the interview from Dwyer Brown first.
Let's just drop like $3,000 getting What are these things you want me to say? I don't understand. He was in Gettysburg. Gettysburg was a movie? I don't remember that. I feel like that was a it doesn't say TV movie next to it. So
no, Gettysburg with what's his face?
Gonna have to be a little bit more. Tom Berenger, Martin Sheen. No, this is
I thought there was more. Maybe I'm thinking of Glory, but
you're thinking of Glory.
But this is also I've watched this movie
with Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck against Martin Sheen. Who's Tom Selleck?
I'm not Tom Berenger. You mean?
Is that no? There's Tom Berenger, but I swear that's Tom Selleck up there.
But
in them photos there.
No.
No one to the right. Next one over. Go right. Go right. Go right. Go. Oh, you son of a bitch! It's like yeah, look at that.
No.
Yeah, it looks like.
Actually, it looks like.
Look from the
Burt Lancaster.
From the thumbnail, looked like Tom Selleck. Would you watch Tom Selleck in a Civil War movie?
Yeah, I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
I wonder,
have you ever seen Mr. Baseball?
Yeah,
it's great.
I watched it as a child, and then I want to say I got drunk and watched 20 minutes of it. Just because it was hey, jump into the middle of a movie while on Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is what you do.
And it's Mr. Baseball. It's like, oh, jeez. He was in Mom and Dad Save the World?
Back to Dwyer Brown, not Tom Selleck.
Dwyer Brown. Mom and Dad Save the World. Go ahead and click on that one. He was, who is Raph's son? Mom and Dad Save the World. Are you familiar with this? What's his name from... what's the guy's name? He with the molestation charges. Jeff Jones.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don Lovitz.
The dad or the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. King
Raph was Eric Idle, and his son was Dwyer Brown.
Okay.
Interesting stuff.
So now we have a secondary question to ask.
Secondary question. Tell me about it.
Was Jeffrey Jones molesting small children on the set?
Can you bring us into a lot of some QAnon stuff and just tell me about?
No matter how you answer, it's going to be the thing we want. Actually,
yeah. And if at the end of every question we ask, just whether it's truthful or not, just go ahead and wink.
Here's a question because Kathy Ireland was in this movie.
Oh,
did you ever get frisky with Kathy Ireland?
Oh, he was
in her heyday.
Oh, that was his sister.
Mm-hmm. Only in the movie though.
Yeah, let's.
But did you ever? Because we've got to look back on Dwyer Brown. This is before Field of Dreams, so he. No, this is after Field of Dreams, so he could totally have a shot with Kathy Ireland at this point. That's the question.
I don't know about that.
That's the question.
I don't think anybody really had a shot with Kathy Ireland.
Well, what, for lasting love and happiness? No, but I
don't think even Scott Bakula had a shot at Kathy Ireland. And he was coming white hot after Quantum Leap when they shot Unnecessary Roughness.
I'm sorry, but Dwyer Brown in 1992 coming off of Field of Dreams had just as much of a shot at Kathy Ireland as anybody else in this country.
And
at the end of the day...
at the end of the day, this could be a podcast.
It's going to definitely be the next podcast. Hey, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to check us out on Twitter at TCBA_podcast. And be sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And also,
check us out on YouTube. I know that most people, they like consuming long-form media on YouTube. It makes them feel good about who they are. You should also look at Cameo and tell us who's doing it wrong, because there's a lot of people who are. Yeah. Lou Ferrigno, I think he was a steal. Greg Brady, that's overpriced. What is the market really dictating for B-list and D-list celebrities?
And Dwyer Brown, we're coming for you, man.
Coming for you. Check out your mentions on Twitter, because I'm going to be hitting you hard. Coming at you hard.
$40 is coming your way.
$40.